7. Barrett outside, the switch. Doncic goes, oh, what a great step! And then he hammers it home! Broke his ankles!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all is well, and before I get into the video, I want to thank you guys so much for the great amount of support. This channel literally wouldn't be possible without you guys. We're so close to 4K subscribers. Like, at the end of the day, yes, I put out the videos, but you guys are the ones that view the video. You guys are the ones that smash the like button. You let me know down below your feedback. I just love talking New York Knicks. It's a huge passion of mine because I don't really have anyone around in this area that is a New York Knicks fan. I live in South Jersey. It's mostly Sixers fans, and I'm a Giants fan, so there's Eagles fans as well. So it's pretty tough territory over here. So being able to come on here, try to talk about the Knicks as consistently as possible, and hear your guys' feedback and just really talk to you guys, I think it's awesome that you guys just show me this great amount of support, and I'm just very humbled by it, and I really appreciate it, guys. And I'm not going to tell you guys what's really going on in my life, but I'm going to continue to make YouTube videos as consistent as possible, even when the season is going on. Unless something very important gets in the way, then I'm going to stop making videos. But as of right now, it looks like I may possibly have a flexible schedule. I will update you guys and try to continue to make New York Knicks content for you guys. So thank you guys so much for the great amount of support. It's really appreciated. So I'm going to be getting into this topic here that I think should be talked about more. I think the second unit, especially when it comes to the young guys, is going to be absolutely dominant when you take a look at this overall young core of guys. When it comes to second unit, yes, this is my perspective looking in. If the season started tomorrow, no Donovan Mitchell, because I'm kind of getting tired of talking about a guy that's not even on a roster or may not be on a roster. We'll see if it ends up happening. I think it's possible that Donovan Mitchell becomes a Knick, but you just never know, and he's just not on the team, and it's just I'm tired of talking about the same crap. So anyway, if we don't trade any young guys, we're entering tomorrow. Let's say tomorrow's the start of the season. We don't know what Tom Thibodeau is really going to put out there, but I really like this second unit when it comes to the young core of guys. No more Taj Gibson out there, and then no more Nerlens Noel. Taj Gibson, I really appreciated his veteran leadership, his ability to teach the young guys. Noel, I appreciate what he brought to the rim protection side of the ball, but he just couldn't stay healthy out there on the floor, and I thought we got a huge upgrade when it came to free agency on a 2-year, $16 million contract of Isaiah Hartenstein. But one of the main reasons I think it's going to be dominant is because I think they're going to gel very well. I think their play styles mesh together very well, and Emmanuel quickly is going to be ahead of the curve when you compare his rookie year, the beginning of his second year, and the way he finished off his second year, the growth of his playmaking, the growth of his vision. I think Emmanuel quickly is definitely going to be ahead of the curve, and he has that chemistry with an Obi Toppin. He knows Obi Toppin's game very well. They're best friends off the court. Emmanuel quickly, obviously, he's a scorer of the basketball, more of a volume guy. You'd like to see him become more efficient, but he does a good job catching guys on his hip, getting to that floater, and maybe you'd like to see him take it a little stronger to the basket, but he's definitely improved when it's come to his playmaking, finding guys in the right spot. Quickly has limitless range. Maybe you have some questions about his shot selection, but at the end of the day, he practices those shots. Maybe you'd like to see him become more consistent on the defense side of the basketball, but he's a dog. He's a high character individual that puts the team first. He wants to win basketball games, and I just love the chemistry with Obi. Obi Toppin, I really do think he's going to take a leap because we got the right personnel, a very good center, or I think someone that has potential to be a very good backup center for us of Isaiah Hartenstein. So we know Obi Toppin, he really is personnel. He has to rely upon personnel to really be put in the position to be successful, because he's not to the point that he can consistently create for himself. His handle's pretty loose out there on the floor, but when you watch Obi Toppin, he's constantly running. He's running the floor like a gazelle. There's constant movement. He's cutting back door. He's rolling to the basket for potential alley-oop opportunities, where quickly really found him very well in those chances when he did roll to the basket. So Obi Toppin, yes, there's still some growth when it comes to his defense. His lateral quickness is not the best, even though I thought he improved on that side of the ball. I actually think he has pretty good feel when he does have the ball in his hands. Yes, he doesn't have the best handle, but he reads the game pretty damn well. I think he should continue to maybe just thrive from mid-range territory. I actually think he has a very solid touch from there, and we'll see how his three-point shot really is this season. Maybe it is more consistent, and even if Obi Toppin doesn't get a huge chunk of minutes, I'm confident in saying, even if he only gets 19 minutes, 18 to 19 minutes, that I think they're going to be more impactful and meaningful minutes, because I'm going to be getting into Isaiah Hartenstein here. Isaiah Hartenstein was a steal of a pickup, a huge upgrade over Nerlens Noel. When you take a look at the versatility and how he could set up his teammates and how hard he plays, he's only 24 years of age and he's strong. He's 7 foot. He has a 7'1" wingspan. He sets very hard screens, which is going to free up an Obi Toppin rolling to the basket because he could pass the basketball. He's good at finding cutters. He's going to recognize Obi Toppin leaking out. Like, he is a very above average high IQ, or he's a very above average IQ for a center, which I really do like about Isaiah Hartenstein. And there's a little more flair to his game. Like, there's floaters, little baby hooks around the basket as well. He's also going to help out Obi Toppin when it comes to the weak side, helping him out when it comes to rim protection, because Obi still, even if he's like solid, you still need something a little better than that. But he does a really good job fronting his guys, or fronting them, really boxing out. Maybe you'd like to see his production get higher, but he's good with the tip-ins. I really do like Isaiah Hartenstein's game, and just having Isaiah Hartenstein's feel for the game. He's also pretty athletic. Well, he's actually damn athletic. I think it's very underrated. He can catch lobs. He's a pretty good catch radius around the basketball. So you have Obi Toppin, he has a solid feel for the game, and then his athleticism, and then you have Isaiah Hartenstein's athleticism with a very high basketball IQ. I think they're definitely going to flourish together, and just being able to set hard screens is going to free up an Emmanuel quickly as well, be able to get to that floater. Whoever's in that second unit, if it's Fournier, Grimes, whoever starts, he sets very hard screens to free up jump shooters from the outside. And I just think it's going to be a match made in heaven to have Isaiah Hartenstein, who plays extremely hard. He's pretty young, that can impact the game. Like, maybe he doesn't put up crazy eye-popping numbers. Maybe it's going to change in a bigger role in New York, but he's definitely a huge upgrade in my opinion, and he's going to really attract defenses because they're going to realize, oh, it's not a Mitch, it's not a Jericho Sims, more of an old school type of big man, while he's more of a today, like today type of big man, that he has the potential to stretch the floor. Because I went back, actually watched the film, most of his threes that he did take is when it wasn't pressure situations and the game was kind of over, or it was in garbage time, or his team was down by a lot. When he was with the LA Clippers, shot around 70% from the free throw line. He showed he could put the ball on the floor a little bit. There was one clip versus KP, maybe he used a little bit of an off arm, but there definitely is unpredictability there. Solid rim protector, more versatile on the offense side of the basketball. And when you see his ability to free up shots for other guys at the center position, I think that's pretty special. So IQ is going to put Obi in the position to be successful, and Isaiah Hartenstein will put him in the position to be successful. Again, Obi doesn't have to have these crazy amount of minutes now that some people want. Like, you could still be an impactful player and not start, but yeah, I would like to see Obi at least get like 19 to 20 minutes like out there. Not like Taj Gibson is going to be playing over him anymore, you know? And there's kind of an upside there when you see IQ's improvement playing the point guard position, because Burks, yes, he started, but we knew what Burks was at the end of the day. Like, we knew there wasn't going to be much progression when it came to his IQ and playmaking, and it seemed like he didn't progress anyway. And that department with IQ, you actually see the progression. And maybe Derrick Rose ends up being the point in the second unit. Like, we do not know. This is just my insight before the season is starting. But let me know down below your thoughts. How deadly do you think the second unit could be? Do you think Reddish is going to have a huge role? I don't think McBride. I think McBride's still going to be spending some time in the G League personally. But yeah, let me know down below your thoughts. Peace out, y'all.